All right, 15:29. This is a Mormon verse. And the Mormons use this to prove that when a fellow has died, after he is dead, you can baptize somebody in his place. And I don't know what that does. They're supposed to help him out and get him saved or something. It's kind of kind of shutting the barn door after the horses are gone. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 29. Else what shall they do which are baptized for the dead, if the dead rise not at all? Why they then baptized for the dead? Now I'll read it first of all as a Mormon, then I'll read it at Schofield, since both of them are wrong, and then we'll try to get it right. All right, here's a Mormon reading. Verse 29. Else what shall they do which are baptized for somebody who just died? If the dead rise not at all, why are the living people baptized for some fellow who just died? Now, of course, it didn't say that. See? These people are always trying to figure out what it means before they figure out what it says. Did you know I never pay attention to what the Bible teaches? When I pay attention to what it says, I don't care what it teaches. I'm not even interested in what it teaches. You know why? Because you can make it teach anything. The point is, what did it say? That's the point. Somebody says, we believe what the Bible teaches. Well, it could be anything. You realize what I could do if I really had a mean streak in me? I mean, I don't. I'm a really nice fellow, but if I had a real nasty streak in me, you know what I could do with the Scripture? I could teach you anything. I've often thought, and I've never done this, but I felt like doing it. I've had some meetings down south, little old country churches. The deadest church you ever got in your life is a country church down south. You get in a country church in Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, Tennessee, been there for about 50 years, the Southern Baptist Convention. I'm telling you, man, they'd make a Episcopal church look like a circus. And you get in there with some 3 or 4 families, run that church, for 50 years, and got a new preacher every 3 years, and spit tobacco juice in this old coal stove and read the quarterly report from the Sunday School Cooperative program. You get one of those places, that is the deadest, most jobless taking place in places. And I've been in those places and preached for a week and just racked my brains out and prayed my head off, and the offering was no good, and I had a cold order in the meeting. Nobody got saved, nobody got rededicated, nobody was praying, just, oh man. And I thought often in one of those places, I just wouldn't do this. I get up Monday night and prove from the Scripture there wasn't any hell. And I could do it, because I know what the verses are. And get up on Tuesday night and prove there was. And then up and get up Wednesday night and prove you had to be baptized in water to be saved. And then get up on Thursday night and prove you didn't. And then get up on Friday night and prove you had to go to church on Friday and Saturday, like the Seventh-day Adventist, and then get up on Saturday night and prove that you didn't. And get up Sunday morning and prove you could lose your salvation, and get up Sunday night and prove eternal security. And then just say, well, folks, that's all. And say, I'm going to leave now. Bye-bye. Don't forget, there's a way that seemeth right to a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death, and just go out the door. Just leave them all tore up. Now, I'm not going to do that, but I've often thought about doing that. I mean, I don't care what the Bible teaches. It teaches any cotton-picking thing you want it to teach. The point is, what did he say? That's the point. So, I'm going to start a new church. And I put me up a church, and I put out in front of the church that Jesus Christ founded. And somebody comes around and says, what's your scriptural authority? I say Matthew 16:18. Thou art Peter. That's my name, is it? All right. Okay, thou art Peter, and upon this rock I'll build my church. Sure, man. And you say, well, that's stupid. It's not as dumb as a Catholic. He hadn't even got the guy named Peter, see? And then I'd set up my thing, and I'd say, the first thing is, when we come to church, we all live like the devil. You say, where's that? That's in Amos chapter 4, verse 4. Come to Bethel and transgress. You say, God be mad at you. No. You won't God be mad at you. I mean, those that are, the wicked are happy, and those that tempt God are delivered. Malachi chapter 3. Well, what kind of wicked? To steal. Need something to steal and take from somebody else. You can't, well, sure. Job chapter 27, the tabernacles of robbers prosper, and they that provoke God are secure, into whose hand God brings abundantly. Oh no, but if you got Ruckman, Lord, I will kill you. He ain't gonna kill you. I mean, Genesis 3, thou shalt surely not die. See? And say, well, it's going to, kill folks and have a big rock dance. Where do you get that from? Ecclesiastes chapter 3. There's a time to dance and time to kill. Oh, sure, man. Sure, man. It's all in there. It's all in there. You can make the Bible teach anything. Now, the thing is, what did he say? Let's see what he said. All right, 1 Corinthians 15:29. Now, what shall they do which are baptized for the dead? If the dead, for the dead. I better find out what that means before I try to find out what it teaches. I better try to find out what the word for the dead means before I go try and tell you what the passage teaches. What is for the dead? Well, let's look at it. All right, verse 12. Now, if Christ be preached, he rose from the dead. 12. No resurrection from the dead. 13. Resurrection of the dead. Verse 16. If the dead rise not. 20. Now is Christ risen from the dead. Verse 21. Resurrection of the dead. Why, every place in that chapter where he says the dead, he's not referring to somebody who just died. Not once. Why would a fellow think it meant that when it doesn't mean that one time anywhere in the chapter? Every time in the chapter you saw the dead, it meant everybody that was dead. Resurrection from the dead. Who'd Christ come up from? All the dead people. What's the resurrection of the dead? All the dead people are going to come up. There wasn't one time in the chapter where he said the dead, where he was talking about one fellow that died. When he said the dead, he meant the whole kit and caboodle, the whole carload of them. Well, let's try it now. Verse 29. Else what shall they do which are baptized for the dead? Or if a man's baptized, he's baptized for the dead. Who are the dead? Everybody's dead. Any man who was baptized properly was baptized for everybody who's dead. Keep on reading. If the dead rise not at all, if everybody that's dead doesn't come up, then why do you baptize the fellow for all the folks that are down if they don't come up? We take a fellow and put him down and put him under the water and bring him back up. What do we bring him back up for if the dead don't come up? Hold him under. I baptize you there, put him down, hang on to him, see? Now the question is, why do we baptize people to show that the dead die and buried and come up again if they don't come up? That's all the passage is. Every man who was ever baptized properly was baptized for the dead. All that Mormon stuff is nonsense. Comes from ignoring what the book said. All right, something else. Nothing like a Bible to clear up a college education.